So now I want to talk about what I call the circle of being. Suppose in Titanic, there was a point in Jack's life about the time he was 15 or 16, and he met and fell in love with a girl, his first real love. And she was from a higher class than he was. And her parents forbid her to see young Jack because he did, quote, not belong to their particular class. And carrying this analogy a little further, what if Rose was always independent, always defiant, and deliberately created a relationship with the son of one of their servants? They were the best of friends, but her mother refused to let her see the young boy again. What would that do to Rose's character? Now in Thelma and Louise, plot point 1 is when Harlan is attempting to rape Thelma and Louise shoots him. That's the key incident of the story. And that's really the start point of the movie, because that's the function of plot point 1. That's the true beginning of your screenplay. Later on in the story, we find out that Louise has been raped as a young girl when she was living in Texas. Now that prior rape, which is never seen, only alluded to, creates the emotional fabric causing Louise to pull that trigger. The circle of being is that event in your character's life that emotionally parallels and impacts the storyline. It's an event that happens to your main character when he or she is about 12 to 18 years old. And this is the age period where some kind of traumatic event could conceivably occur that would affect the entire course of your character's life. It might be the death of a parent or of a loved one. It could be physical abuse that results in a deep emotional scar. It could be a physical event or injury, or quite possibly a move to a new city or country. In Thelma and Louise, when she was raped and unable to obtain any sense of justice in Texas, that became the incident that formed her behavior. So if you go into your character's life and ask yourself what traumatic incident might have occurred to him or her between the ages of 12 and 18, see what happens. That event is known as the circle of being. Now remember what Henry James said. What is character but the determination of incident? And what is incident but the illumination of character? The circle of being helps create your character, and it's a wonderful tool that lets you dig into the emotional substance and dimension of your character.